Good morning, my name's Tom with Holman RV. I'll be showing your Wildwood Heritage Glen to you this morning, and we'll start here on the passenger side. A couple things over here. Have your awning out. Your awning is for shade control only. Do not leave it out in stormy weather, rainy weather, or when you're not around the unit. When you leave to go sightseeing or whatever, bring it in. Make sure that it's secure, and also at night bring it in, and then of course, like I said, in windy weather bring it in. Your roof has a solid membrane front to back, side to side, and there's a die-core seal across the front and one across the back. Everything that comes up through the roof has die-core sealing around it, such as your air conditioners and your vents. The die-core is a brand name. They make a lot of things for campers. They make this non-silicone caulking. You do not want to use silicone on that roof. It will eat through the membrane. So we come on around to your storage. Your hitch works in here, as well as cover for your LP tanks. And as we come around to your LP tanks, both of them are on right now. The regulator shows green. The arrow is pointing to this tank. That shows we're drawing LP from this tank first. When this tank runs dry, that will turn red. Then you can switch the indicator to the other tank, and it will turn green again. And then you'll take the empty tank, get it filled, and that way you won't run out of LP. Behind that is your deep cycle marine battery. You want to check the cells about every 4 to 5 months. Make sure water's staying over the plates. If it's at or below the plates, just add some distilled water. You also have a tongue jack, button up and down to get you on your tow vehicle or off your tow vehicle as you need. Come around to the other side of your storage all the way through. You have a battery disconnect located here, so when you're in storage you want to disconnect that battery so it does not run down. So come on around the side, you'll see your dump station. It's a bayonet connection. The cap's off right now. You'll hook a hose to it with its bayonet fitting, and once you do that, put it into a dump. You'll pull the black first, which is a big knife blade, and that dumps your toilet, and then you will pull the grays for your sink and shower. So that you want to let those tanks fill up to at least 2/3 before you dump them. That way in the black tank, the liquid will take the solids and the paper away more easily. Your on-demand water heater is here, and it is we're not able to turn it on because the unit's been winterized, but when it's turned on, you'll turn it on here, and then inside there'll be a thermostat for you to adjust in the bathroom, and I'll show you where that's located once we go inside. The 50 amp service is here. All that cable is yours, as well as that 50 to 30 adapter, which we give you also just in case you run into a site that does not have 50 amps. If you do only plug into 30 amps, you can only run one AC. You need 50 amps to run both ACs. Your dump back here is for your gray water at your sink. As we come on around, you'll see your 50 amp service plugged into a 30 amp and you have an outdoor shower located here with hot and cold water. You have a black flush. Once you've dumped your black tank and it shows there's still something in it, it means there's paper or solids stuck on the sensors. So you can hook a water hose up to this, Make sure you're in a dump and the black valve is open before you turn the water on. Your city water connection is located here, and your fresh tank is over here. If you're hooked up to city water, it's a good idea to have a pressure regulator to keep it at 55 pounds. If you're hooked up to, if you have fresh water, it's an onboard tank. It has its own on-demand pump. You'd only use that if you're not hooked up to city water. You do also have park and cable hookup here. Your outdoor kitchen has its own refrigerator. It only works when you're plugged into shore power. It's 110. So you can see it's been winterized. And then you do have your cooktop located here, and it stores back underneath when you shut the door. Your furnace exhaust is located here. Your furnace exhaust does get hot. We do suggest you get a screen for it to keep mud daubers and little varmints out. It's a good idea to do that. You won't have a repair bill later. You have a cable hookup and electric here for outdoor TV, and your other awning is located here. Now we'll go inside and do the same thing. As we come inside, the first thing you're going to see is your service panel. Your service panel has buttons on it. Your fresh tank, it shows it's empty, but it's been winterized, so it will be empty. Battery shows it's fully charged. We're plugged into shore power, so it is charging. You have one black tank and two grays. So those are both empty as well. If you have onboard water, you're going to need your water pump, which is located here, and then your tank heaters switch is here. Your lights for inside. Your slide outs. It's in and out for your awnings, and then your slide outs are located here. Below that you have on-off switch for your overhead lights with a dimmer. And above all this, you'll have your Bluetooth radio connection for your phone. We'll go into the bathroom first, and as you can see, again, it's been winterized, so we're not going to be able to demonstrate completely, but there's a foot pedal that you'll push down slightly, and when you do, water will come into the bowl and fill to the height you desire. After you've used the toilet, then you can flush it by pushing it all the way down, and that will flush it right into the black tank. This is where you're going to put your black tank chemicals. So any black tank chemicals for RVs you can use. Some come in packs, some of them are liquid. It doesn't matter which one you use, they all do the same job. You have a nice walk-in shower and medicine cabinet, mirror, and sink. Your water heater is located here. You're on demand. So you'll push the on button. It will not turn on because it's been winterized and it's been turned off. So you'll need to turn that on. De-winterize it before you use it. And once you've turned it on and adjusted the temperature to where you want it, then you'll be able to, you'll get hot water at the sinks wherever you desire. What you want to do is let the hot water run first until it gets hot. It'll take about a few seconds for the water to get to the sink. And once you feel the hot water, then you can add cold to it. Do not try to add cold before you get the hot to the location. Otherwise, it will not heat properly. All right, go on into the living area. You have your fireplace on. it has its own remote, and it will put out heat when you adjust the heat temperature. Below that is your breaker panel. Your breaker panel has the 110 breakers in it, and they're all marked as what they go to. And then past your converter are your 12 volts, and they're marked as well. You also have remote for your TV, your lights underneath your countertop. So come over to your cooktop. The cooktop lights off by pushing the lighter and hitting the sparker. And each one operates the same. You want to travel with the top down. Above that you have your fan and light to cook by. Got a light switch here for underneath the counter, and nice microwave. Your refrigerator is 12 volt, so that means when you're traveling down the road, it will be operating off your system and keeping your food cold. Nice freezer. Thermostat. This is thermostat for your AC and your heat, located here, and you can dial it into heat or AC, set the temperature, and then it will function properly. Right now we have the heat on at 60 degrees and the furnace is off. So come back into the bunkhouse. You have a light switch here and 3 nice bunks. This bunk can be lifted up and pinned into the side here. You also have connections for TV in here. Come back out into the living area. You have your dinette set. Your dinette will make into a bed by taking the lower pipes off of the top of the table and putting the table on each bumper on each side. Then you can bring the pillows forward and make a bunk out of this as well. Your recliners have a recliner pull in the seat right here on each side. So come on to the back to your bedroom. You'll have your bed adjustment here, up or down. Light switch in the hallway, and then you have a nice closet that can be turned into a washer and dryer hookup. That pretty well takes care of the walkthrough for your unit. If you have any questions once you view this on YouTube, don't hesitate to call Holman's and ask to be for one of us who do the walkthroughs occasionally, and maybe we can answer any questions I did not answer for you. Thank you for buying your unit from Holman.